What's going on, guys? We are back with another Fallout Let's Play, Part 11. At least I think so, Part 11, guys. So, we are back here, and we left off doing some quests at McCarran, and that's what we're about to go do right now. So, let me look at this real quick. Okay, yes. Alright, we are back, guys. Well, if you guys are watching this, you guys won't even know, but on the 16th, I uploaded 3 episodes, which I'm going to upload 3 episodes. I guess they don't really matter, so. Anyway, so we got some people to talk to in this camp still. There's a lot of people to talk to in this camp. I mean, a lot of people.
We won't go quiet. The Legion can count on that.
Sergeant Bitterroot.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Lieutenant Gorobets.
I'm Lieutenant Gorobets, 1st Recon. If you're looking to collect a bounty, you should talk to Major Daughtry.
Tell me about 1st Recon.
We're the finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR. If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us. Some of my team aren't without their share of scars, though, like Betsy and Sterling.
What's wrong with Betsy?
Cook, one of the fiends, ambushed her and 10 of spades. They both managed to escape, but not before Cook raped her. Betsy shrugged it off like it was nothing, but her behavior keeps getting worse. Always making passes at every woman who wanders by. It's inappropriate for anyone at 1st Recon to behave that way. I could discipline her, but I'd rather she get medical help.
I could talk to Betsy about getting medical help for her trauma if you want.
I'd appreciate it. As her CO, I could order her to get help, but I'd have her agree with the idea.
What happened to Sterling?
Corporal Sterling was an NCR ranger until he was captured by the Legion. They tortured him pretty badly. He wasn't able to be a ranger after that, but his eyes are still sharp, so I had him transferred to 1st Recon.
Does the NCR usually offer bounties on people?
If they've proven hard to kill, yes. Whatever it takes to get the job done, even if it means hiring help from outside the military. We're the finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR. If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us.
Alright, well thank you, Lieutenant Gorobets. Guys, we're gonna go ahead and turn up. I forgot. I'm gonna turn up the voice on this. There. See if that's better. I noticed in my videos in the past,
Keeping the strip secure has been hell
the,
since the monorail was taken out.
the actual voices of the characters are not very good. You know what I mean? Let's talk to Sergeant Corporal Sterling.
Howdy. Name Sterling, 1st Recon. Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had.
Yeah, you remember everyone who passes through here?
Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all. And a lot of scouting from place to place.
Have you seen anything suspicious around here?
As a matter of fact, it's funny that you'd ask. A couple nights back, I was on watch in the yard. Got myself a habit of looking all around, not just where I'd expect to find trouble. Old habit, but it saved my hide on occasion. Round about 1 in the morning, I spied some lights in the control tower. Now that's the 3rd time I've spied those lights, mind you. And every time I ask about it, they tell me the place was empty. I'm just saying, it didn't look empty to me.
Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Thanks for the information.
No trouble at all. Might be nothing. Couple frisky young folks looking for a quiet place to snuggle up. That light is mighty consistent. Always there at 1 a.m. Might be worth a look.
Interesting rifle you have there. Lever action, right?
I call her the Long Carabine. And I always have the scope, so I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets.
Have you always been with 1st Recon?
Used to be a ranger, one of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays.
Why'd you leave the Rangers?
Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either.
How'd you manage to escape Malpez?
Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me. So they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. Guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said.
How long you been stationed here?
Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out soon enough. Can't talk about the details. Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an eye on the fiends. We've had more than our share of trouble from their direction. Whole thing smells of Caesar to me. Of course, that's just guesswork. But I'd still bet a few caps he's stirring up the locals against us.
Alright, well thank you, Kurt.
Always a pleasure.
Sterling.
Keep yourself safe.
Alright guys, hold on. I'm gonna be right back.
Defend it this time.
Alright guys, we are back here. I just wanted to make a few adjustments on the volume. Guys, let me know if the volume of this episode is screwy. I'll rewatch it, but you guys let me know, okay, as well. Okay.
Nelson's back in our...
Let's get daytime going. I don't like how it's nighttime here.
hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
Let me see. Let me check quests. Speak to Corporal Betsy. Hello, Corporal Betsy.
Never seen you around before. What do you want?
I thought you should know. Cook is dead.
You killed him? Well, shit. Here I dreamed up this whole elaborate revenge fantasy. Didn't really think I'd do it, but as long as the tubby bastard was actually alive, I could pretend like I would. Here, I owe you. Take it and get out of here, before I indulge my inner bitch and spoil the moment. Yeah?
Have you seen any serious combat around here?
Not unless you count the fiends as serious. Gorobets keeps us inside the fence most of the time. Doesn't matter to me. I just shoot bad guys. Sooner or later, they'll move us out to the dam, though. That's when the shit gets nasty.
What do you mean?
Legion fights to win, and they're smart. Hell of a lot smarter than these crazy fiends. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys. Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes.
First I've heard about Constance in a while.
Some cute little junkie bitch, so fucked up she doesn't even know that she's the bad guy. And I've got a headshot her. Makes me think. Might just be sex, though. I see some cute little number and I'd rather get in her pants. So maybe I'm a stone-cold bitch after all.
You're a sniper?
What gave me away? The big gun, the shades, or the attitude?
The big gun.
Yup. A lot of people make that connection. Big gun. Sniper. Some people don't even need to ask.
How about a date? I like tough women.
Yeah, right. You're sniffing up the wrong skirt. Try me again when you're tall, blonde, and female.
You should get medical help for your trauma.
The lieutenant's been talking to you, hasn't he? Look, I don't need a head doctor. I'm first recon, damn it. You don't see the others crying about every little bruise and scrape, do you?
You're a weak link. I know it. You know it, and the First Recon know it. Do something about it.
Damn. Never had you pegged for the drill instructor type, but you got my attention. You can tell the lieutenant that I finally caved. I'll get help. There's a Dr. Usanagi who's supposed to be good at this sort of thing. Yeah.
Good luck, Betsy.
Try not to get killed.
All right, let's talk to
Patrolling the
Bitterroot.
Mojave. I'm Bitterroot, First Recon. You got a reason to talk to me?
Bitterroot, you have an unusual name.
You trying to start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name?
Didn't mean to offend. You don't have to tell me if you'd rather not.
It's a con name. You know, the great cons. That's what my parents were. I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through.
What happened to your parents?
They're dead. Got themselves killed at Bitter Springs. Served them right, if you ask me.
Losing your parents must have been hard for you. I'm sorry.
You're sorry? Well, that makes one of us. Bitter Springs was the best thing that ever happened to me. Best thing that ever happened to my parents, too. They were as bad as the rest. Worse, maybe.
So your name, it comes from Bitter Springs?
You're not fully grown till you've taken a beat down. Everybody gathers around and hits you till you're damn near dead. After that, if you haven't begged for mercy, you get to choose a new name. One you'll use for the rest of your life. When NCR slaughtered the cons at Bitter Springs, I hadn't got my beat down yet. I was still too young. Way I see it, Bitter Springs was my beat down. So afterward, I gave myself a name. It's all I got from the cons. It's all I ever want.
How did you survive the massacre?
Guess I could tell a pretty good story if I had a mind. But the truth is, I don't know. Just got lucky. They brought me to Daughtry after the battle. He was just a captain back then. Guess he saw something in me. Knew I didn't belong with the cons. Maybe he felt bad, too. About how his men killed my folks. I told him he did me a service, but he didn't believe me. Still doesn't. He's a good man, Daughtry. Doesn't act like it sometimes, I know. But he didn't have to take me in.
You're not telling me something. You couldn't have forgotten the whole massacre.
It's like I tell Major Daughtry. Best not to look under a rock if you don't really want to know what's there. Could be that NCR found some blood on me and none of it mine. Could be that a few of those cons didn't die from NCR bullets. I had scores of my own to settle. Deeper ones than NCR ever had. Don't bother asking who they were with.
You really don't mean what you said about your parents, do you?
Don't I? Mister, you never met my parents. My dad got himself fucked up every chance he got. Always started with folk for no reason. Hell, he was the one who taught me to shoot. You know how? By taking pot shots at NCR, and not just soldiers. Civilians, too. Even kids. Then he'd get high with his buddies and swap tales about the folk they killed. Bunch of animals. And my mom? A couple of times she tried to sell me to some waster just to score some jet. Even the other cons said she was useless. Only reason they kept her around was because she was how'd my dad say it? A smoking piece of ass.
I've heard enough. Let's talk about something
Yeah,
else.
that's probably best.
Your father is your commanding officer. Is that allowed?
Yeah, look, he's not my real father. He just looked after me for a while. It's a long story, and I'd get tired of talking before it was through.
How long have you been with First Recon?
While, I guess. I don't keep too careful track of time. I like to keep things simple. Just focus on now. That's why they made me a sniper. You let your mind wander back a ways and you lose sight of what's in front of your eyes. Good way to miss a mark.
Not too friendly, are you?
Guess not. I don't mean nothing by it. You really want to talk to somebody, try 10 of spades. He's always got plenty to say. Me? I'm here to do my job. For now, that job is shooting fiends.
All right, well, thank you, Bitterroot.
All right,
Good
goodbye.
conversation. Where's
Patrolling the Mojave
10
almost
of
makes you wish for a nuclear
spades?
winter.
Is that him right there? Interesting. Okay, well,
Hey,
let's go ahead and tell him that
Nelson's back
we,
in our hands.
What can I do for you?
I convinced Corporal Betsy to get help from Dr. Usani.
I caught the tail end of what you said to her. Betsy looked like she'd been slapped right back into basic for a few seconds there. Let's hope that Betsy sticks with the treatment. Knowing her, she won't keep seeing Usanagi if she feels things are taking too long. Do me a favor and let Usanagi know Corporal Betsy is coming. I'd like to make sure the medical clinic has time for her.
Alright.
I hope we can defend it this time. Morning.
Oh, here you go. Tens of spades.
Hey, my man. Ten of spades. First recon sharpshooter. At your service.
Are you alright?
Oh, yeah. Fine. Just a little stutter. Had it since I was a kid. Doesn't stop me from kicking ass.
I'm sure it doesn't.
Damn right.
Ten of spades, where'd you get that name from?
The LT. Gorobets gave it to me. See, I wanted to be ace of spades. But the LT says, sorry kid, you're too green. So he calls me 10 instead. It's okay though. I get a few more kills under my belt. He'll move me up to Jack. Jack of spades. Sounds better, right? I keep at it. Eventually I'll make it to ace. Think I'll skip queen though.
How long you been a sharpshooter?
Shit. Long as I can remember. Had a rifle in my hand since I was 3. That's what my dad always says. Learned to shoot on our ramp, way west of here. Same as the LT. He's a farm kid too.
I heard what happened to Corporal Betsy.
The LT told you about that? Shit, man. That's shit.
Tell me what happened.
It was my fault. See, I was knocked out when it happened. That big guy sneaked up on us. I let Betsy down.
If you were unconscious, how could you have done anything?
Shit, you sound like the LT. I should have woken up. I shouldn't have gotten knocked out in the first place. That shit was my fault. I don't want to talk about it anymore, alright?
Why do you think you let Betsy down?
She's my goddamn partner. See, we work in pairs. We spot for each other. Watch each other's backs. Nobody wanted to work with me. They said I was too green, but Betsy volunteered. Shit, you don't even know how big a deal that is. She trusts her life to the newbie, and I sit here and let her get raped by that piece of shit.
Alright, ten of spades.
Yeah, the LT shouldn't have brought that shit up. Not with civvies, anyway. Ain't right.
Alright, well, ten of
Yeah,
spades.
I'll see you around.
You're my favorite. I hope you know that. Okay. We gotta go talk to Dr. Uzuman. How many caps I have in the first place here?
You're back. Do you need medical attention?
Corporal Betsy from First Recon will be coming to you for medical treatment.
Mental trauma can be just as debilitating as physical injuries. Fortunately, I'm well qualified in such treatment. I'll make time in my schedule.
What kind of implants do you have available?
I have several basic implants available that can enhance your physical abilities, make you faster, smarter, stronger, that sort of thing. I've also got 2 much more expensive implants. One's a subdermal implant that will make you more resistant to damage. The other implant induces a mild regenerative effect. Your wounds will practically heal before your eyes.
I want to buy an implant.
One other thing I forgot to mention. Your body may be able to handle only a limited number of implants. The healthier you are, the more implants I'll be able to give you. Now, what surgery are you considering?
I'm interested in the subdermal implant.
That would be the Nemean subdermal armor. It's a bit pricey, 8,000 caps, but the implant causes your skin cells to be bolstered with iron. It won't make you bulletproof, but it will make you a little harder to injure.
Those are the ones I want. Okay, we need 7. Oh boy, we need a lot of caps, huh? Let's do it. I want to buy the subdermal implant.
That would... It won't... Have a seat in the auto dock.
Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Weapon handling. Tag a 4th. I'm probably gonna go that route. Probably gonna do medicine. Let me add 15 to it. Oh, I can't go back. I already selected it. Not really interested in energy weapons. Should I do energy weapons? Yeah, why not? Let's do energy weapons. Yeah, might as well. I guess not. Why not? You know.
You're back. Do you need...
Did I get it? There we go. Nice. So we're out of caps now, but that's gonna be worth it. Okay. So we got energy weapons. Should we have done energy weapons? I feel like we shouldn't have done it, but honestly, I really didn't know what else to do. You know what I mean? Like, energy weapon. I mean, we could have done repair, but we just... Medicine's at 52, lockpick's at 56. I mean, speech is at 85. I mean, there's nothing else to do, and we're going to start getting energy weapons anyway, so... I was like, I might as well, you know what I mean? What do we do? Okay, we just completed that quest, right? Nice. Let's finish up 3-card bounty here. Oh, we are accepted. Nice. That should allow us to do the quest line. We're just gonna go get him instead of... I was thinking about doing first recon's way, but we're just gonna go... I just realized my FOV is not high. Hold on. My fault. Yeah, I just like realized the FOV is not high. There's an energy weapon I have in mind that I plan on using. But like I said, we just have to wait. Oh, oops, I went the wrong way. I was heading towards Camp McCarran. I think after this, we're gonna go do some freeside missions. This will wrap up Camp McCarran pretty much. I just have Cortez. I think that's his name. His little missions that he had. But other than that, I'm pretty sure this will wrap up Camp McCarran mainly. And then we gotta we gotta head to Mormon Forts. Let's see. Oh, they're fighting the NCR soldiers. Yeah, we're gonna start using some energy weapons. That's why I did that. I don't know if you guys are wondering. Yeah, because we're gonna start using energy weapons here in a little bit. Like the railway rifle or the Gauss rifle. Can't remember which one it is, but it's up north actually. So let's go. Let's go do this. Yo, I love this armor, guys. I forgot this was a thing. This salvage armor. I just like the back of it. I like whatever that stuff is back there. I think it looks really cool. I downloaded more mods today. We downloaded some more stability fixes mods. So oh my god. Dang it. I needed his head not mangled. That's why I left him to you.
I'm gonna blow you to pieces.
I just heard Sasuke. That's what I heard. If anybody watches Naruto, I think the voice actor voiced act some people in this show. I think he was a voice actor in this game. Guys, please let me know if the volume is too loud, okay? I really need to know if the volume is too loud. That's fine. We're still gonna get the mission going. Alright. The one time I don't use First Recon, freaking Veronica takes his head off. Goodness gracious, Veronica.
Still working on that last bounty?
I want to claim the bounty.
That's supposed to be Driver Nefai? Well, the head's in really bad shape, so I can't authorize a full reward. And if he really is dead, we're all better off. I guess we can send First Recon down to Camp Forlorn Hope. They need all the help they can get there. You've been one hell of a stroke of good luck, you know that? Those 3 scumbags probably killed 20 NCR troopers. And you bring them down alone. Wish I had a few grunts as good as you. Damn good working with you.
Well, thank you. Alright, let's go see if we can finally do this, this mission I've been wanting to do. Because we're accepted, so... hopefully I can do it. See what she has to say about, the captain.
You're back.
Do you need any help?
Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God Centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
Is that a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion from Caesar on down will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
What do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
What about a truth drug?
Don't have anything like that. Sounds nice. Like the kind of thing I'd want to take home and use on my husband. But even if we did, I don't know that I'd be comfortable using it. If there's any risk of overdose, it's not worth it. Asshole's too valuable.
Have you tried to just beat your prisoners senseless?
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There's some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
So you want me to do what you can't?
I think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Alright, let's get started.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in. Long time no see, Silus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus? If you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Ah, sea loose.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
Lie. I'm with the Legion. I'm here to kill you before you talk.
You're nothing. You're some inept mercenary the NCR is paying to supplement its own incompetent soldiers.
How naive, Silas. I don't know how to say that. Caesar sees you as a threat now.
No, listen. Caesar's secrets are safe with me. I stayed alive because Caesar would have wanted it. I'm useless to him dead.
You're a danger to him alive. Your knowledge threatens him.
I've told them nothing. They've gotten nowhere. I'm a Centurion, for Christ's sake. I deserve his trust.
Caesar laws are absolute. He does not grant exceptions.
You have to let this go. I'll disappear. No one will ever see me again. That was always the plan in the first place.
So in addition to treason, you're also a deserter?
No, that's not what I meant. Lieutenant, this man is trying to kill me. He's not who you think he is. You don't have to do this.
You shouldn't have done that. I'm the only friend you have right now.
You've made your intentions clear. The Legion has abandoned me. I've done everything Caesar ever asked of me, and this is how I am repaid. With assassination, I ambushed countless NCR patrols and wiped them out so that our operatives could move freely. I waited for him to dispatch us for 3 days, never questioning why the headaches he complained of would hinder his ability to command. I haven't breathed a word about the officer we planted here. He continues to radio intelligence to Caesar's camp nearly every night. I've proven my loyalty. All you're doing is killing a loyal soldier. If that's Caesar's policy, then I say his empire will crumble.
Your loyalty is commendable, but I don't work for Caesar's Legion.
What? What do you mean?
You've been tricked. I'm working with the NCR. I just got you to talk.
No, you slimy bastard. Nothing I've said will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion. This camp and everyone in it will burn.
All that shouting. Honestly, Sealus, you get free room and board. The least you could do is be a good guest.
Lieutenant, this man is an agent of the Legion on a mission to kill me.
My, we have an active imagination today, don't we?
Think about it. Is it worth the risk? You need what I know.
Well, it sounds like the two of you are becoming fast friends.
It'll be your head if I die, Lieutenant. You'll be disgraced.
You know what? I think you're right, Sealus.
Of course I'm right.
Except, I don't care. Because it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it to never have to hear you say another word, Sealus. Carry on.
Lieutenant! You don't have to do this.
Oh, I do, Basilos. Unlike you, I follow Caesar's order.
If I'd killed myself, then I would have been murdering one of Caesar's greatest soldiers. Either choice is a betrayal of the Legion, as I see it. I've done everything Caesar ever asked of me, and this is how I am repaid. With assassination, I ambushed countless NCR patrols and wiped them out so that our operatives could move freely. I waited for him to dispatch us for 3 days, never questioning why the headaches he complained of would hinder his ability to command.
I think a glitch just happened. I think she was supposed to come in before I got to this part.
I haven't breathed a word about the officer we planted here. He continues to radio intelligence to Caesar's camp nearly every night. I've proven my loyalty. All you're doing is killing a loyal soldier. If that's Caesar's policy, then I say his empire will crumble. What? Nothing.
Alright. Let me see if this...
You did well.
I don't know how you did it without putting a scratch on him, and I'm a little disappointed personally, but it saved the NCR some face. And it could save us more than that when all is said and done. I'm gonna talk to some people when we're through here. This is about double the standard fee we'd give a consultant, but from what I saw, you're more of an artist. So think of this as your commission.
Well, thank you. Good luck. All right, guys, we have... Guys, we have...
You got something to say, or do you always look like that?
Gotten... Well, guys, we have finished Camp McCarran, guys. So, I think that's pretty much it here at Camp McCarran. Just have a few things to wrap up here. Few unmarked quests, basically.
I don't handle buying and selling for the Gunrunners. Talk to the robot in the kiosk near our factory.
Contreras sent me. McCarran needs a lot more guns and ammo.
Shit, is he serious? A 25% increase in weapons is doable, but a 50% increase in ammunition is nuts. Just don't have the supplies on hand to meet that kind of demand for new weapons.
Gunrunners are skilled enough to refurbish weapons like new. You're overthinking this.
You're right. I suppose we could refurbish used and damaged weapons to fill the order. They'll be in like-new condition, and then we can use our loader to make fresh ammo from spent brass. We'll have to wait a few days for gunpowder, but this might just work out. Tell Contreras the extra guns and ammo will be in the next shipment.
Alright. Well, thank you.
Welcome, sir, or...
Alright, let's see what this robot has for sale. I don't really need that, but... What weapons do you have? You have any energy weapons? I don't think they sell energy weapons. But I know who does sell energy weapons, so we can go take a look over there. So. Thank you. Alright. Yes. We're gonna go talk to some people in Freeside. It is time to do some Freeside quests. Camp McCarran, there's a lot to do at Camp McCarran. There's also a lot to do at Freeside as well.
Bang, bang.
Let's go ahead and save real quick.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, there's a lot to do in Camp McCarran. It's one of the bigger player hubs in the game.
Whoa! Careful!
Yeah, it's definitely one of the bigger player hubs in the game. There's just tons of people to talk to in there. And of course, I'm not even done in there as well. We still have... to talk to a few other people. And it's about time we swap followers here. Veronica is
It
awesome.
can be bought. It can be found.
But I have
Make it
another
or else.
follower in mind that I want. Because he's got a very, very special quest in mind.
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The Atomic Wrangler has you
Whoa,
covered.
that's pretty crazy.
Howdy.
I hear Benny got force-fed a little slice of heaven. Man, what I would have paid to see that loathsome little weasel eat it.
How's business?
We ain't scraping to get by, if that's what you're asking.
Do you have any work for me?
We've got the basics covered, but now you mention it, we have had unusual requests from some of our wealthier customers. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees.
What sort of proclivities?
Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls and a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker, someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good. And then there's these disgusting robot fetishists you may have heard about. Well, those creeps want a sex bot. If you ever run across a sex bot, not that I'd ever want one within 100 feet of me, but I gotta be a businessman about it.
I'll see if I can run down any suitable candidates. But I'll expect 100 caps minimum for each candidate I'll bring in.
Just don't rough up the merchandise before delivery. You break it, you bought it.
Surely these escorts are critical to your business. How about double?
Okay, you got yourself a deal. Find escorts to fill the positions, and I'll pay double.
Alright, I'll see if I can run about.
Just direct them to the Wrangler. I'll pay you when they show up.
Fine, any.
Evening.
Alright, we are looking for somebody here. Looks like he's walking up here. Oh, we passed him. Where is he? Oh, he's over here. I missed him.
Shove off. You're making my luck turn bad.
I'm here to talk about ending your employment with the Crimson Caravan Company.
Fuck no. No matter what that old bitch McLafferty says, my dad said I could be in charge of the New Vegas branch. Besides, I got into a little money trouble with the Omertas. If I quit the Crimson Caravan, how am I supposed to get the money to gamble?
So you don't have the Omerta's money yet. I'll let them know about that.
What? No, wait. Look, I just need time. Don't rat me out to them. You want me to quit the Crimson Caravan? Fine, I quit. You can tell McLafferty that she won't see my face again.
Alright.
Evening.
How's it going?
Let's talk to this guy in this corner.
Whoa, baby. Am I looking at a mirror? Or are you just that ugly?
Excuse me?
What? You mean you're not part of the act? Huh. Sorry. Thought you were the heckler Garrett hired to spice up the shows.
So who are you exactly?
Either you need to get your eyes checked, or that fame is fleeting thing is true. And since I happen to be world famous, you must be going blind. Name's Hadrian. Bet you never saw a ghoul in a suit before, huh? Of course, you don't exactly strike me as the worldly type.
Alright, well thank you. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and head to the Silver Rush real quick. We're not gonna do their quest just yet, but we can go in and buy some stuff.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to search you before letting you in. The only weapons allowed on the premises are the ones we're selling.
Alright, search away.
It should only take a moment. There. I've stored all of your weapons. You're clear to enter. When you leave, I'll hand them all back to you.
Even the stupid NCR is investing in new research. We're getting left in the
Mr.
dust.
Soren, please get to the point. The second half of your payment is late, and I want to know why.
Miss Van Graff, my associates and I have decided that we wish to renegotiate the terms of our deal.
Might I ask for what reason? The shipment was delivered. The guns were tested before leaving this facility.
Regardless, we feel that the quality of the weapons is below expectation and hope to adjust the price accordingly.
Ah, I think I understand what the issue here is. Excuse me for a moment, would you? Do it. Never break faith with the Van Graffs, Mr. Soren. I expect you'll have the rest of our payment ready tomorrow morning. Okay, everyone. Show's over. Back to work.
Yes, we're planning on taking all this.
Hey.
Hello. Let's go ahead and save while we're in here. Guys, so this is the crazy technique here. You guys ready? Check this out.
Keep moving.
Where'd it go? Look what we just got. A plasma rifle. Oh.
Hey.
This is like a shotgun version of it, right? Oh, crud! Oops. I didn't mean to hit the wrong key. Oh my goodness. What a noob move. Alright, come on. Alright, let's get back to this. What a noob move on my part. Oh, dude, and I have tons of fusion cells, too. Nobody's suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I'm just carrying this thing to this back room to wash it. Yeah, don't be suspicious. I just wanted that. I'm not gonna bother doing the rest.
Welcome to the Silver Rush, where only top-of-the-line energy weapons can be found. What can I do for you?
Let me see what you have for sale.
Of course.
Oh, look at that. Oh, they also got a tri-beam laser rifle, too. Katana. Microfusion cells. I'll take that. Okay, we'll be back. We'll be back. We have multiple people to talk to in here. Or we have a whole quest to do for them, so... I just wanted to get some energy weapons. Now what does this one do again? This is like a shotgun, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is like a shotgun. Yeah. Let's see. There's someone we need to talk to down here. I think so, at least. Possibly. Is he down here anymore? Oh, I think that's him right there.
Hello again.
What's your story?
I've done a bit of everything around here. Courier, butcher, crier, escort, gun for hire. Some of which I'm not proud of, but I do my best to help around town when needed.
Courier? You said escort, like armed guard?
Well, I suppose you could look at it that way, but I was packing a whole different kind of heat. No, escort just sounds better than man-whore.
So you get paid for X.
Yep. I was damn good at my job, too. But after a while, I just felt like a piece of meat and had to quit.
Let's talk about something else. How would you like to work for the Garretts?
I'm retired, but life has been a bit dull without some kind of action. What's the job?
Jason Garrett needs a real boyfriend experience for more patrons.
Ah, I get you. So you think because of my past escort work, I'd be interested in that kind of thing. I got out of that work because it just made me feel empty inside. What makes you think I would ever go back to that degradation?
You're a beacon of light in some people's depressing existence. Your work is art.
You know what? You're right. I looked at the whole thing from the wrong angle. I suppose I could be a loving muse to some, while simply relieve stress and tension in others. Thanks for that insight. Tell Garrett I'd be happy to start at the Wrangler immediately. This should be a nice change of pace from retirement.
Alright. We gotta go back in there too, because there's also another quest we can get in there. But when we get all the people together, we need to head to the Lucky 38. I think it's time to change out this armor. I am moving way too slow for my liking. So yeah, we're gonna change out this armor. A little too slow. Especially with all this walking around. We're gonna change back to the NCR veteran armor.
Where to, partner?
Presidential suite. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and yeah. Even though I really do like that armor, obviously we need to get this repaired too, but feel so much
High roller suite.
I just feel so much like faster
Casino floor.
with it off, you know what I mean? Dun, dun. We've been rocking that armor for a while now, so let's swap it up. Okay, we gotta head over to get my new companion. But, guys, I will have to say, we're gonna call it for this part 11 here. In next part, we're gonna be doing some more missions around Freeside, and we're gonna be moving on to our next companion here. I will see you guys in the next part. Peace!